Dear students, hope you have completed the previous assignment which I have given in the derivations. Okay? Now we are going to see about electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential, which is denoted by the letter V. Okay? Now we are going to see about electrostatic potential at a point due to an electric dipole. Okay? What is electrostatic potential? Do you remember? Yeah. Electrostatic potential is the energy needed to move a charge. Okay? It's the extra energy needed to move a charge. Okay? Okay. What is the formula for electrostatic potential? It is denoted by V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R. Q by R. This is the formula for electrostatic potential. Okay? Now, we are taking 2-point charges. 2-point charges A, B, point charges minus Q plus Q, which is separated by a distance 2A, and the center is O, this origin, the distance is A, this distance is also A. Okay? We are placing two charges minus Q plus Q. Two charges separated by a distance 2A and the point A and B. Okay? Right. Now, we are going to take a point P. We are going to take a point P. Okay? In this point, we are going to find electrostatic potential at the point P. Okay? Now, okay, the distance between A and P, B and P, O and P will be denoted as R1. This is R. This is R2. Okay? Now, the angle is denoted as theta. And this is denoted as we all know, this full angle is 180 degree. Okay? 180 degree. So, this is theta means, what is this? 180 minus theta. 180 degree minus theta. Okay? Right. Now we are going to find electrostatic potential at the point P due to the charges, due to the two charges. Okay? Minus Q and plus Q. Let's start. Potential energy V1 at point charge plus Q. Okay? V1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R1. Okay? This is equation 1. Now, potential energy V2, okay, at point charge minus Q. V2 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, as it is a negative charge, minus Q divided by R2. Right? This is equation 2. Do we understand, children? Now, the total potential V equal to V1 plus V2. Okay? Now, add it. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R1 minus Q by R2. Okay? Q by R1, the minus comes here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R2. Now, we are going to take the common terms outside. Okay? What are the common terms here? Yes, q by 4 pi epsilon 0. Now 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This is V. Okay? Equation 3. Denoted as equation 3. Okay? Now we are going to find R1 and R2 in terms of R and A. In terms of R and A. For finding that one, we are going to apply cosine's law. Going to apply cosine's law. What is cosine's law? You may have studied it in 12th standard in maths. Okay? I will give you the formula. Have you written, children? I am going to rub it. Now, the cosine formula is, take a triangle. This is the angle A, B and C. Okay? If these are the three angles, the side will be denoted as A. Okay? The opposite one. Okay? Now, what will be the formula? Cos A. We are taking the angle for A. Then equal to the two sides, nearer sides. Okay? Square of B plus square of C minus square of A divided by 2 into BC. Okay? Okay. This is cosine's law. We are going to apply here. Okay? See the picture. See the picture. There are two triangles, isn't it? There are two triangles. O, A, B. This is the point P. Okay. This is one triangle 180 degree minus theta. This is theta. Okay. This is R, R2, R1, A, A. Okay. Two triangles are here. First take this triangle. Here is one triangle. There are two triangles. Triangle AOP and triangle BOP. Triangle BOP. Okay? There are two triangles here. Okay, now we are going to apply cosine's law here. Okay? First take this triangle. Triangle, okay, AOP, you are taking cos 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta equal to the opposite, nearer one, okay, r square plus a square. R square plus a square minus r2 square divided by 2ra. Okay. Now it is written as minus cos theta equal to r square plus a square minus r2 square by 2ra. Okay. Right. Now we are going to take other triangle and apply the cosine law. Take this triangle, triangle BOP. Apply cos theta. The theta equal to the adjacent sides AR. A square plus R square minus R1 square divided by 2RA. Divided by 2RA. Okay. These are the two derived cosine formulas for these two triangles. Okay. Now we are going to find R1 value. Okay. Minus cos theta equal to R square plus A square minus R2 square divided by 2RA. Okay, now we are going to solve it. Now cross multiply. Cross multiply. Now you are going to cross multiply it. Okay? Right. R square plus A square minus R2 square equal to minus 2RA cos theta. Okay? Here A square plus R square minus R1 square equal to cos theta 2RA. Okay? Now, R2 square equal to, okay, comes here and it comes here. R square plus A square plus 2RA cos theta. Okay. Here R1 square equal to A square plus R square. It comes here, so minus 2RA cos theta. Okay. Now you came R1 square and R2 square. Okay. If now you are going to take R2 outside. Okay. You are going to take R square outside. R2 square equal to. Now you take the R square value outside. Okay. 1 plus A square by R square plus 2. What happens? R get cancels by R cos theta. Now here R1 square equal to, take the R square outside, A square by R square. Okay, first take R square 1, okay, 1 plus R square plus A square. Right. R square plus A square by R square minus 2A cos theta by R. Okay. Now we come to a conclusion like this. Okay. Now what we have to do, we are going to eliminate A by R because R value is double times greater than A. So A square by R square gets eliminated or neglected. Okay, it gets neglected. So we are going to cancel it. Okay, R2 square equal to R square 1 plus 2A cos theta by R, and here R1 square equal to R square into 1 minus 2A cos theta by R. Okay, do we understand? Right. Now we are going to square both the terms. Okay, we are going to square it. Okay, I am doing here. Okay, square it. By squaring the values, the square will get cancelled and here comes a square root. So R2 equal to R, here 1 plus 2A cos theta by R 1 by 2, because the square root becomes like this. Okay. Now squaring this R1 square value, R1 equal to R into 1 minus 2A cos theta by R whole power 1 by 2. Okay. Squaring the values. Okay. Do you understand? Right. Now we are going to divide it. We are going to divide it by 1. Now 1 by R2 equal to 1 by R, and this becomes 1 plus 2A cos theta by R power minus 1 by 2. By dividing by 1, the root becomes minus 1 by 2. Here also R1 equal to R into 1 minus 2a cos theta by R power minus 1 by 2. Okay, do you understand? Right. Now, we have to solve this minus 1 by 2. So, it is in the form of binomial expression. It is in the form of binomial expression. So, we are going to derive it by binomial formula. Okay. What is binomial expression? What is binomial expression? Do you know the formula? 1 minus x power minus n equal to 1 plus nx, and 1 plus x power minus n equal to 1 minus nx goes on. Okay. This is the binomial expression. Note down, children. Okay. Now, let us apply it here. Okay. 1 by R2 equal to 1 by R, and see 1 plus x. The whole term you consider as x. Okay. This formula. Then what happens? This formula is given. N is 1 by 2. Or then 1 minus, what is n? 1 by 2. What is x? 2a cos theta divided by r. Okay. Right. Now apply here r1. First you divide here 1 by r1 equal to 1 by r. 1 minus 2a cos theta by r power minus 1 by 2. Okay. Right. Sorry, I did it multiplied, divided here. Right. Apply here 1 by r1 equal to 1 by r. This is in the form of this expression 1 minus x power minus n. So, what will be this? 1 plus nx. 1 plus what is n? 1 by 2 into this is x. 2a cos theta by r. Okay. Right? Do you understand? Now, this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled. Okay. Right. Now, what we will write? Now see, 1 by R2 equal to 1 by R, 1 minus, what happens? A cos theta, A cos theta by R. Now this 1 by R1 equal to 1 by R, 1 plus A cos theta by R. Okay, do we understand? Now, make it as equation 6. This is equation 7. Okay? Yeah, now we are going to apply 6 and 7 in equation 3. Okay? Apply 6 and 7 in equation 3. See in your notebook, what is the equation 3? B equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by, okay, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Okay? This is the equation 3. Right? Now, apply these two equations in this one. Q by 4 pi epsilon 0. 1 by R1 value. This one. 1 by R. 1 plus A cos theta by R. The minus 1 by R2 value. This one. 1 by R. 1 minus A cos theta by R. Right? Okay. Now, 1 by R are common. So, Q by 4 pi epsilon R. Now this one and this one is inside, right? 1 plus a cos theta by r minus 1, okay, plus a cos theta by r. Okay, 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. This 2 will be remaining. Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r. Here 2a cos theta by r. 2a cos theta by r. Okay. Now we know one expression for p vector 2aq. 2aq. Okay. Now replace it. This r comes here. P vector cos theta by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. This is V. Okay. This is the final answer for electrostatic potential at a point due to an electric dipole. Okay. Next, there are 3 special cases in this question. In this derivation, there are 3 special cases. You should write it also for your exams. Let's see it. Now, V equal to P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Okay. Now, in vector, you may have studied A vector dot B vector equal to modulus of A vector modulus of B vector cos theta. Do you remember it? Okay. Now, P vector dot r cap equal to, write in this format, P vector dot r cap cos theta. R cap is a unit vector, so it becomes 1. Now, P cos theta. So, P vector r cap. Now, this P cos theta is replaced here, okay. So, V equal to P vector r cap by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, okay. This is the expression, okay. Now, there are 3 special cases, okay. If theta equal to 180, what happens? Okay, if theta equal to 0 degree, what happens? If theta equal to 90 degree, what happens? Okay, 3 rules are here. Take this formula, okay. Take this formula. Here is only P cos theta. Apply theta here. V equal to P vector cos 180. What is the value for cos 180? What is the value for cos 180? Do you remember? Yes, you are right. The value for cos 180 is minus 1. P into minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Okay. Now, V equal to P vector by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Okay. What is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 means 1. Okay. So, V equal to P vector cos 0 by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. So, P vector by 4 pi epsilon 0 into r square. Cos 90 is 0. So, V equal to P vector into, apply cos 90, you will get 0, 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. The answer is 0. Okay. This is the 3 special cases. Okay. Do we understand, children? Okay. This is a very important question. Prepare well. Okay. Next, we are going to see about capacitor. Okay. We are going to see about capacitor. Okay. What is capacitor? I have taught you in the previous classes. In the slides. Do you remember it? What is a capacitor? Capacitor is a energy storing device. Okay. What is a capacitor means? You have to tell capacitor is a energy storing device. Energy stored in a capacitor is a important question. Okay, listen. It is a derivation. Okay, energy stored in a capacitor. Okay, take two capacitors. Okay. Now, see in the picture, these are two parallel plates, okay? Two parallel plates having positive charge and negative charge, which is connected to positive and negative terminal having a battery, okay? What is the function of this capacitor? See here, the charge is transferred, okay? Charge is transferred, which is denoted as work done by the battery. The charges are transferred and work is done by the battery. This work is stored in electrostatic potential. This work is stored as electrostatic potential. Okay. dQ will be the amount of charge. dQ will be the amount of charge and V is the potential. Okay. V is the voltage potential. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now this is the capacitor and we are going to see how the energy is stored in a expression, in a derivation. Okay. Now, dW, okay, change in work, okay, equal to V. What is V? Potential. dQ is the change in charge, okay. Now, we are going to integrating it, okay. What is the formula for integration? Xn dx. What is the formula? X power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Do you remember it? Yes, good. Right. Now, apply the integration in this one. Okay. As there is a change in work done and change in charge, we have to integrate it and find the amount of energy stored in the capacitor. Okay. Now, apply integration. dW equal to V. What is V? We know a formula. Capacitance equal to charge by voltage V. Okay. Now apply V equal to Q by C. Q by C into dQ. Okay. Right. W equal to Q by C Q power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. Okay. Now, cut. Now, dW is the change in work equal to potential into change in charge. Okay. Now, we know the integration formula x power n dx equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay. What is capacitance? Capacitance equal to Q by V. We can convert V equal to Q by C. Okay. Apply V equal to Q by C here. So, dW equal to Q by C into dQ. Okay, right. Apply the integration. dW equal to 1 by C outside and Q dQ. Okay, it is in the form. Okay, 1 by C here, Q square by 2. Applying this 1. Q square by 2C. So, work done W equal to Q square by 2C. Now, apply what is Q? Q equal to CV. Okay? Q equal to CV. Q equal to CV. Q equal to CV. Apply here. So, W equal to CV the whole square by 2C. Right? W equal to C square B square by 2C. 1 C is get cancelled. So, W equal to 1 by 2 CV square. Okay. Now, the work done is set as UE. This is the energy stored. This is the energy stored. It is denoted by UE. So, UE equal to there is an expression for C and there is an expression for V. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Now, UE is the energy stored equal to 1 by 2 CV square and C equal to E naught A by D, V equal to E cross D. It is a expression in physics. Now, we are going to apply here. UE is the energy stored 1 by 2. What is the C? Epsilon naught A by D into E into D. Okay. Now, cancel this D. Right? UE equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught A into E. To square. Sorry, here the square value is here. Okay. So, E square into D square by D. Okay. 1D gets cancelled. Then 1 by 2 epsilon naught A E square into D. Okay? Right. Now, A into D is the volume. See in the picture, the distance between the two plates and the full area is the volume. So, A into D is the volume. Okay? I'm writing here. UE equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square into D into AD, okay? AD. This AD is the volume. So, UE by V. This AD equal to V. This AD is V here. 1 by 2 epsilon naught into E square. Okay? Now, this is the final derivation. UE by volume equal to small ue. Okay? That is the charge density. That is the charge density. Okay? Do you understand? It does not, the charge density does not depends on the size, okay? It depends on the electric field. Depends on the electric field. Okay, children, have you noted? Now, we are going to see capacitors in series and parallel. Okay? How the capacitors are connected in series and parallel. First, series. Okay? Now, we are making 3 capacitors, okay? 3 capacitors in series connection. Okay, 3 capacitors, okay? C1, C2, C3. Okay, these are the 3 capacitors in series. And now the voltage is V1, V2, V3. Okay, this is a negative charge. So here will be negative and here positive. Here negative, here positive, here negative, here positive. To positive. Okay, this is the capacitor connected in series. Okay, now here the voltage is different and the Q value, which is the charge, okay, the charge is same. for the 3. The charge is same, okay? What are we doing in this derivation means, this 3 capacitor, இந்த 3 கெபாசிட்டரையும் ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணி ஒரே கெபாசிட்டரை போட்டோம்னா நமக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும் அப்படிங்கறத கால்குலேட் பண்ண போறோம். கெபாசிட்டர் இன் சீரிஸ், ஓகே? இது மூணையும் ஒண்ணா போட்டோம்னா நம்ம எவ்வளவு அளவுக்கு கெபாசிட்டர்ல பேட்டரியோட கெபாசிட்டன்ஸ் இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம என்ன செய்ய போறோம், கண்டுபிடிக்க போறோம். ஓகேவா? ரைட். நவ we know the formula. What formula? C equal to QV. C equal to, sorry, what is the capacitance? C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V. Okay? Right. Here the voltage are different. So V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. V1 plus V2 plus V3. For finding the voltage for this one, okay, we have to add the 3 voltage, V1 plus V2 plus V3. What is V? V equal to, if V comes here, Q by C. Q by C. Okay, Q is constant. Q is constant. Okay, va? So V1 equal to Q by C1. V2 equal to Q by C2. V3 equal to Q by C3. Okay, do we understand? Now you add this. V equal to Q by C1, Q by C2 plus Q by C3. Right? This V is what? Q by C. Apply Q by C. So Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. Right? Now this Q are common. So we can take this Q outside. 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Right? This Q get cancelled. Okay? This is series. Okay? CS. Right? Now 1 by CS equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. This is the final calculation for capacitors in series. Capacitors in series. Okay? Do you understand? Right. Now we are going to see for parallel. Okay, capacitors connected in parallel. Okay. Now this is connected to a battery, positive and negative terminal. There are 3 capacitors. So C1, C2, C3. Okay? There are 3 capacitors, C1, C2, C3. Okay? It is connected in the last. So C3, C2 and this is C1. Okay? Right. Here voltage is same. Voltage is same and the Q is different. So Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay? Right. Now we know the formula. What? C equal to Q by V. This is a standard formula. What we have to find here? What we have to find here? We have to find Q1, Q2, Q3. So Q equal to Q parallel. Isn't it? Yes. Q parallel equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. 3 into 1. Okay? If we remove the 3 capacitors into a single capacitor, how many energy we needed? Okay? Right. What is Q1? What is Q equal to CV? Q equal to CV. Okay? Right? Q1 equal to C. C is 3. So C1, V is constant. C1V. Then Q2 equal to C2V. Q3 equal to C3V. Okay? Now, add the three QP equal to. You can write the QP into CPV, isn't it? Right? CPV. Okay? Now, C1V plus C2V plus C3V. Okay? Now, take the common one outside. Cp and V here common, here also. V is common, C1 plus C2 plus C3. Now, this V gets cancelled. So, Cp equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This is the final answer. Okay? For connecting capacitors in parallel, we have to add C1 plus C2 plus C3. Okay? Do you understand, children? Right. Okay, now it's time for homework. I'm going to give you homework in these three derivations. Okay, have you completed the previous homeworks? Do you understand, children? If you are having any doubt, you ask me. Okay? Right. Now, what is your homework? First of all, electrostatic potential due to electric dipole okay. The first one which I derived. Second is capacitance in series and parallel. Write down, children. Note down the homework correctly. And third one is the energy stored. Okay, energy stored in capacitor. Okay, don't copy from the book, but in book only 2 or 3 lines is given. But I have derived each and every derivations with a deep knowledge. Okay, you refer my notes and study well and understand it clearly and write it as a homework and assignment. Okay, children? Thank you.